Daming namatay noon, pero ang mga Hebrews na merong tawag dun, tinatawag na Passover ay na ano yun, ibig sabihin hindi namatay yung mga firstborn nila. Kasi nagkaroon sila ng parang, itinuro din ng Panginoon, "Pagdating ko itong gagawin niyo, kukuha kayo ng lamb, 'di ba, a perfect lamb, papatayin ninyo at yung dugo yon ay isasaboy niyo doon sa mga post, 'di ba? Sa dalawang dalawang gilid at saka sa taas, 'di ba? And then gagawin din nila yung anong gagawin nila do'n sa katawan ng lamb, in-explain din ng Panginoon, anong gagawin ninyo, iluluto niyo ganito, ganito, 'di ba? Very ibig sabihin, very detailed yung pagkakaano ng Panginoon kung anong gagawin nun. And then nung dumating na yung Panginoon, then lahat ng merong blood, 'di ba? Sabi nga sa Hebrews 9:22, without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness of sin. So nung nakita ng Panginoon ng angel of death, yung merong post doon na bahay na merong blood ng na lamb na in-instruct niya itong gagawin, he passed over, 'di ba? So yung mga Egyptians, wala yon, wala silang ganon, di ba? So they were saved by that. So lahat, because of that, ayun na, ah, namatay kasi yung ano, di ba? Namatay yung kanyang Juanipero, ah,
Yung anak,
yung anak niya,
yung
the
heir.
firstborn, yung heir, yon, talagang doon lumambot na si Pero. And then here it comes chapter 13, itutuloy natin, no? Sabi niya, then the Lord spoke to Moses. Ito na ano ibig sabihin yung pero ano na okay na, sige alis na kayo. Sanctify to me every firstborn, the firstborn of every womb among the sons of Israel,
Israel.
among people and the animal alike, it belongs to me. Okay, remember, sabi sa 3, and Moses said to people, remember this day in which you departed from Egypt. So ito, ibig sabihin, gagawin nyo ito. Ito yung tinatawag na Passover Festival. Ha? Yun yung mga unleavened bread. Ito yun. Ha? Hanggang ngayon, guys, ginagawa ito. Ha? Maski nga nung si Jesus Christ, nagdaan din siya rito eh. Oo. Inano siya, he was dedicated to the temple, okay? Yankee, paki-share nga yung Acts chapter, ay hindi, Luke chapter 2. Luke chapter 2. Supporting verse lang natin yan. Chapter 2, verses, okay.
Enter.
Enter. Verse 21 siguro. 21. Yan, ito. 21. Tingnan mo ha. And when 8 days were completed, so that it was time for his circumcision. Si Jesus yung sinasabi niya, ha? Kasi 'di ba dalawang 'di ba? Ang lahat ng mga Diyos kailangan ma-circumcise on the 8 days, 'di ba? So that it was time for his circumcision, he was also named Jesus, the name given by the angel before he was conceived, what?
In
In
the
the
womb.
womb. Then 22, and when the days for the purification according to the law of Moses. Ha? Ang tagal na nito, ilang 100 years na to yung nangyari sa Exodus chapter 12 ha. Ang tagal na to. Ito yung katunayan na si Jesus nagdaan din dito. Their purification according to the law of Moses were completed. They brought him up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. As it is written in the law of the Lord, every firstborn male that opens the womb shall be called holy to the Lord. And to offer a sacrifice according to what has been stated in the law of the Lord, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young doves. Parang Christmas, Di ba? Yan yung sinasabi dito sa 13. Even the Lord Jesus Christ, di ba? Pinerform sa kanya yan. Circumcision and then this purification dun sa temple.
Sanctification.
Sanctification, in
Mm-mm.
other words.
Mm-mm.
Hindi siya na-exempt. Dumaan siya sa lahat ng mga law na binigay ni Moses.
At saka, just to prove na siya yung firstborn ni na merit ni Joseph. Pero marami pang naging anak si Mary at si Joseph.
Yep. Okay, Yankee, pakibalik sa 13. Exodus 13.
Arrow left.
Okay, saan na tayo nun? Balik. Sa ano po tayo? 4. On this day, in the month of Abib, you're about to go out from here, and it shall be when the Lord brings you to the land of Canaanites, di ba? Guys, tingnan nyo, dumami ang mga naging tao doon sa Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, which is swore to your fathers. Ito yung si Abraham, si
Isaac,
Jacob, to give you the land flowing with milk and honey, that you shall perform this rite in this month. For 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day you shall be feast to the Lord. So it was a 7-day celebration. Hanggang ngayon, ganyan eh. Di ba? 7. Unleavened bread shall be eaten throughout the 7 days, and nothing with yeast shall be. Ay, pakitaas. Pwede ba?
Hindi ako. Hindi tayo pwede.
Ayan. Eaten through the, and yeast shall be seen among you, nor shall any dough with yeast be seen among you in all your borders. Ano yung significance ng bread without yeast? Bakit ganon? Why? Di ba yeast yung pangpaalsa? Di ba? Loy, ano sagot? Bakit ba't unleavened?
Kasi yung sinabing leaven kasi yung yeast pampaalsa, yeast is considered, di ba, parang sin?
Yeah.
Oo. Pop up, parang
pop up, di ba?
Parang,
so sa kanila kasi yung yeast is considered parang yun yung kasalanan. It is a sin, di ba? Yeah, it was unleavened bread. And besides that, nung sila ay aalis na sa Egypt, sabi doon, magmamadali. Wag nyo nang lagyan ng yeast. Wag nyo nang antayin pa. Kasi medyo matagal yung paglalagay niyan at iluluto uli. So, we are in a hurry. Let's go. Sabi niya. And you shall tell your son on that day, saying, it is because of what the Lord did for me when I came out of Egypt. And it shall serve as a sign to your hand, as a reminder on your forehead, that the law of the Lord may be in your mouth. Yankee, pakitaas. Mouth. For with a powerful hand that the Lord brought you out of Egypt, therefore you shall keep this ordinance at its appointed time from year to year. Taon-taon yan, guys. Hanggang ngayon. Ha? Maski nga guys, maski ang mga Hebrew, wala dun sa Israel, di ba? Na-disperse sila, no? Napunta sila sa Europe, napunta sila sa America. Ginagawa pa rin nila yan. On their own. Ha? Halimbawa, meron ng halimbawa, yung isang Hebrew na nag-aaral sa isang school dito sa, halimbawa, sa atin, ipe-perform pa rin nila yon on their own. Diba? Kasi yan eh, it is the law of Moses. Diba?
Ang kagandahan niyan, kahit saan sila mapunta, hindi nila natigil yung tradition nilang yun. Kaya hanggang ngayon ginagawa nila. Tayo, di ba, ang dami na nating tradition na wala na, hindi na nating ginagawa. Kasi ang mga Hebrews noon, kasi meron silang pinaghuhugutan, which is yung Exodus nga, di ba? Yung how the Lord performed these miracles, these plagues, to save them, to protect them. And how paano yung mga firstborn nila hindi nasama sa mga namatay. So kaya kaya paulit-ulit si God dito, in remembrance. The same thing ang ang Lord's Supper in remembrance of me, in remembrance of me. Paulit-ulit tayo riyan because gusto ni God na ma-remember natin.
Right.
Mm.
Sa 11.
Now when the Lord brings you to the land of the Canaanite, as he swore to you and to your fathers, and gives it to you, you shall devote to the Lord every firstborn of the womb and every first offspring of an animal that you own. The males belong to the Lord. But every firstborn of a donkey you shall redeem with a lamb. But if you do not redeem it, then you shall break its neck, and every firstborn among your sons you shall redeem. And it shall be when your son asks you in time to come, saying, "What is this?" Then you shall say to him, "With a powerful hand the Lord brought us out of Egypt from the house of slavery. And it came about that Pharaoh was stubborn about letting us go, that the Lord put to death every firstborn in the land of Egypt, from human firstborns to animal firstborn. Therefore I sacrifice to the Lord the males, every firstborn of the wood, but every firstborn of my sons I redeem. So it shall serve as a sign on your hand, and the Lord brought us out of Egypt."
Okay. You can just imagine, di ba? Yan yung ano, hindi pa to nangyayari ha.
Mm.
Hindi nangyari na
Nangyari.
yung Passover,
Mm.
pero yung letting go ito pa lang sa
Mm.
sa 17. Okay. 17. Now when Pharaoh had let the people go, God did not lead them by the way of the land of the Philistine. Okay, guys, ito na yung mga Pilistino, mga Palestine. Merong actually dalawa yung choice na ano, yung papunta sa Canaan, isang madaling route tsaka isang mahirap na route. Dalawa lang 'yon, 'di ba? Kung tutuusin, kung tayo ang masusunod, mas siyempre mas pupunta ka dun sa
Mas madali.
mas madaling route, 'di ba? Puwede ba natin pakita? Pakita na
Paki
namin
ano
yung
lang, paki
pakita lang namin yung map.
paki-stop sharing.
Ay, stop sharing daw muna.
Teka, gusto ko pala na ano.
So guys, yung mga Philistine na yan, na mga yung Palestine na yan, panahon pa ng Exodus, nandiyan na yung mga yan.
Philistines.
Philistine sila, di ba? Okay. So nandiyan na rin yung Gaza. Okay. Kita niyo 'yon?
Nababasa niyo ba?
Babasa niyo ba? So nandito sila sa
Ito yung
Goshen.
Exodus 13:18 to 20.
Okay.
Israel, hindi ko mabasa, Mike.
Amen. Sige.
Israel traveled from Goshen by way of the Red Sea wilderness to Sukkot. Tapos,
mamaya na yung 14.
Israel.
Ituro mo lang daw yung madaling route.
Ito yung route na madali.
Papunta sa
Promised Land.
Promised Land.
Okay,
Ito, ang daan niya along the sea.
Ito yung Gaza ngayon.
Ayun yung Gaza, guys.
Ito yung Gaza. Ayan.
Tapos yan yung mga Philistine. Naandyan sila. Ha?
Hindi lang Philistine, maraming nakatira din dyan. Tapos, ito yung pinaka-safest, pinaka-mas madali.
Yan yung sinasabi doon sa 13.
Oo. Diba? Pero, dahil malakas ang army ng Philistines, alam ni God na hindi kaya, kahit na mas marami sila, hindi kaya ng Israelites.
So, wala silang army.
Oo, ano lang sila, slaves lang sila, di ba? Hindi sila sanay to fight. So alam natin na kapag nangyari na magkaaway dito, babalik sila sa Egypt.
Hindi yan presumpto sa atin na natin.
Kasi it's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible.
Alam ni God. Okay, stop share.
Yang pakinuulin 13. Okay. Pakitaas. Okay, ito ha, tingnan nyo. God did not lead them by the way of the land of the Philistine. Yan yung nasa taas. Even though it was near. Malapit talaga. Actually, sabi ng mga Bible scholar, within 2 or 3 weeks, nandun na sila sa
Kainaan.
sa Kainaan, yung pinaramis ni God sa kanila, ha? For God said, 'di ba? The people might change their mind when they see war. Kasi nga palaging kalaban ng mga Philistine yung mga Hebrew, ha? So alam ni God, 'di ba? Pag po dun sila pumunta sa madaling route, dadaanan nila yung mga Philistine, gera 'yon. At ang mga taong ito, galing sila sa Egypt, slave sila, wala naman silang army,
Wala
wala silang
silang
mga anything to defend
weapons.
themselves. So
Oo.
ang
Wala
mangyayari
silang
niyan,
chariots.
pag dun sila tumuloy, matatalo talaga sila, 'di ba?
Sanay
At
kasi
sila
sa giyera.
madi-discourage, and then sabi ng God, si God na nagsasabi nito, ha, and return to Egypt, 'di ba? So guys, talagang ang Hebrew at saka yung mga Philistine na yan,
Matagal na nag-aano,
matagal
matagal
na
na yun,
talagang
oo.
talagang hindi sila magkakasundo,
Mm.
guys. Walang peace yung mga yan, 'di ba? 18. Therefore, God led the people around by way of the wilderness. Ha? So bumaba sila, ha? Yung kanina sa mapa, by way of the
The Red
Red
Sea.
Sea, and the sons of Israel went up in the battle formation from the land of Egypt. Diba? And Moses took the bones of Joseph with him. Bakit dinala yon? Guys, bakit dinala ni Moses yung bones ni Joseph?
Kabilin-bilinan ni Joseph.
Kanino?
Sa sa Israelites, sa mga Hebrews.
Israelite. Anong ilang daang taon na nakaraan?
Tagal na. Siyempre, yung mga elders doon,
Diba?
100
yun ang
Nasa
naano sa kanila.
Genesis, di ba? Nasa Genesis,
Mm.
di ba? Na,
Yes.
now, paano nalaman ni Moses iyan? Guys, paano nalaman ni
By
Moses?
word.
Di ba?
By word na lang.
Di ba? Yan guys, kaya nga si Moses, siya yung author ng Genesis, yung 5 books na yan, kasi siya talaga yung nag-collate ng lahat ng mga history, yung mga isinulat, di ba? Sinulat ka din kasi ni Joseph yan eh. Si Joseph, kinulit niya yung during that time yung panahon pa ng mga flood, lahat, di ba? Salin-salin yan, guys, hanggang sa mapunta sa kamay ni Moses, di ba? And Moses took the bones of Joseph. Kaya alam niya eh. Di ba?
Sa Genesis 50.
Di ba? Sino makakaalam nun for how many 100 years?
360 years.
Di ba? 360 years. Di ba? With him. For he had made the sons of Israel solemnly swear and saying, God will certainly take care of you, and you shall carry my bones from here with you. Ano yan? Yung kuha yan sa Genesis. Yung itong God will certainly take care of you. Ha? Sinabi yan ni Jacob. Diba? 20. Then they set out from Sukkot and camped in Etam on the edge of the wilderness. And the Lord was going before them in the pillar of clouds by day. Guys, pag by day sila, ano ito ha? Desert to. Pag by day sila maglalakad dun sa wilderness, kailangan hindi nila matatagalan kung walang clouds. Hindi nila kaya yung init doon. Nice. To lead them on the way. Tapos pagdating ng night, pillar of fire naman by night. Diba? See how they are really protected, diba? Baka sabihin nyo, ang God natin yan during that time is tourist guide. Hindi. He is a protector ng mga Hebrews to give them light so that they might travel. So ilan sila magta-travel sila? Day and night. Diba? Bakit? Kailangan nilang lumayo kay Pero. Guys, kailangan nilang makaalis. Diba?
Tuloy-tuloy dapat.
Oo, kaya nga sabi niya, huwag nyo nang antayin pa ng yung bread nyo na lagyan nyo ng yeast. Let's go. Di ba?
Mm.
Alis na tayo rito. Di ba? 22.
Mm-mm.
He did not take away the pillar of clouds by day, nor the pillars of fire by night from the presence of the people. Okay? So, 14 na tayo, Yankee. Ay, tama, 14. Okay, 14. Now the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, tell the sons of Israel to turn back. Ibig sabihin, guys, dapat talaga papunta na sila doon sa easy route, 'di ba? Yung papuntang Philistine. Sabi niya, turn back and come in the front of Pihariot between Migdol and the sea, 'di ba? And you shall come from Baal Zephon opposite it by sea, 'di ba? Ito, so pumunta na sila sa wilderness, and then napunta na ngayon tayo dito sa na itong Pilharot, Migdol. Ito ay malapit doon sa Red Sea. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, guys, wala na nag-camp sila doon sa tabi ng Red Sea. Ibig sabihin, stalemate sila. Di ba?
Trap.
One way enter, one way exit. Di ba? So nandun na sila. Nandun na sila sa sea. Di ba? For Pharaoh will say to the sons of Israel, they are wandering aimlessly in the land.
Naku-confuse yata.
Parang sabi ni Pharaoh, wow, dapat dun sila dumaan sa magandang dun sa easy route eh.
Ibig sabihin,
Pero,
may spy si Pero.
ibig sabihin, may nag-i-spy kay Pero, ibig sabihin, nawawala sila. Yun ang pagkakaintindi
May
ni Pero.
sumusunod sa kanila.
Oo. So, sabi niya,
nagbibigay
so they are
okay.
wandering aimlessly in the land. Hindi nila alam yung kung saan sila pupunta. Di ba? Pero hindi alam ni Pero, yun yung kwan ni God.
Divine direction.
Divine direction ni God. Di ba? Minsan kasi, yung ating direction ni God sa atin, ayaw natin. Di ba? Parang if you will analyze, bakit ako pinapupunta ng Panginoon dito? Parang it's the opposite of what I want. Parang walang patutunguhan, di ba? And then sabi sa 4, and I will harden, ito na naman harden Pharaoh's heart, and he will chase after them. Ayan, di ba? Hahabulin niya ngayon. And I will be honored through Pharaoh and all. Bakit niya hinarden in heart? Anong purpose ni God? I will be honored through Pharaoh and all his army. And the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord, and they did so. So may purpose yung pag-harden ng heart. Guys, remember, God did not give us tayong mga creations, the power to harden and soften any persons. Wala tayong power noon. The only we have is prayer. Prayer for those people na sila ay
na-harden ng heart.
Hindi, sabihin na ma-soft yung heart nila para makarinig sila ng gospel. Kaya yun yung ating guys eh. We do not, huwag tayong maging despair pag talagang walang nangyayari sa mga sinashare natin. We don't have that power. Di ba? Pero meron tayong obligasyon para i-share. Bahala ang Panginoon doon. Di ba? Para sila ay masoften yung heart nila. 5. When the king of Egypt was told that the people had fled, pero his servant had a change of heart, nagbago toward the people, and they said, what is this that we have done? That we had let Israel go from serving us. Now, bakit sinabi ito ni Pero? Kasi Ang talaga namang sinabi dati ni Moses sa Aaron kay Pero, 3 days festival lang sila. Oh,
Pero pinagtabuyan na
oo.
nila forever.
Oo, pero ito nalaman parang naano na ni Pero ay talagang hindi na sila babalik actually, 'di ba? Kasi nandito na sila sa wilderness, 'di ba? What is this that we have done that we had let Israel go from serving us? So he had horses, chariots, and took his people with him. Tingnan nyo ha. And he took ilan? 600 select
Chariot.
chariots, di ba? And all the other chariots of Egypt with officers over all of them. In other words, lahat ng army.
Ang chariots,
Egypt.
mga dalawa.
Oo.
Minimum dalawa nakakasakay.
Kung
So,
sa panahon ngayon, lahat ng sundalo,
more than
walang matitira.
100,000
sabihin,
soldiers.
o mga soldiers, di ba? So hinabol sila. So the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he chased after the sons of Israel, as the sons of Israel were going out boldly. Then the Egyptian chased after them with the horses and the chariots of Pharaoh. So pag hinabol sila, naglalakad lang yung mga Hebrew, eto
May
may
mga
mga
kasamang
horses.
bata pa.
Ano ibig sabihin?
Napaka-disadvantageous.
Di ba?
Oo.
And they overtook them camping by the sea. Tingnan nyo guys,
Mm.
besides Pilhariot in front of Baal-Zephon, di ba? Hindi
Trap na
namin
trap na sila.
masyadong maano yung map di ba? Pero
Yung kaninang
sa
map.
yung
Oo,
kaninang
kanina.
map nandun yun, di ba? So nasa likod na ng mga Hebrew is
Ang
the Red Sea.
Red Sea, nasa harap
Oo.
nila ang army.
Nasa harap nila yung army.
Egyptian army.
Parang you visualize your life na when
Dead end ka na.
you're struggling sa mga buhay natin, parang you are back against in this na wall, see,
Mhm.
di ba? Wala ka, no turning back. At ito yung kalaban mo, di ba? And then, 10, as Pharaoh approached the sons of Israel, look and behold, the Egyptians were coming after them. Sabi ng mga Israel, and they became very frightened, so the sons of Israel cry out to the Lord. So anong ginawa? They said to Moses, is it because there were no graves in Egypt that you have taken us away to die in wilderness? Ano yung ginagawa ng mga Israelites? Anong ginagawa nila kay Moses?
Bine-blame.
Bine-blame. Sinusumbatan.
Diba? Kasi guys, hindi biro yung dumating na mga armies Hindi.
Ano na to? Parang death.
Oo.
Mhm.
Walang armies ng Hebrews.
Trap sila.
Oo.
Pag pupunta sila ng Red Sea, madudunod sila.
Itong Red Sea, wala. Di ba? They said to Moses, it is because walang cemetery sa Egypt, that
Kulang
you've
ba?
taken us away to die in the wilderness, Why have you dealt, why have you dealt with us this way, bringing us out of Egypt, diba? Kung kayo ang naandon, malamang yan ang masabi niyo. Diba? Kasi ito parang mga guys, parang mga baby Christian pa itong mga ito. Actually, they are really a baby Christians pa lang sa pananampalataya. Diba?
Parang tayo, may biniblame tayo pag
Oo.
nagkakamali tayo. Ganun din sila during this time.
Is this not the word that we spoke to you in Egypt saying, leave us alone? Diba? Hindi ba? Yun yung sinabi niya.
Sinumbatan pa siya.
So that we may serve the Egyptians. For it would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians
Than to die in the desert.
wilderness. Meron silang point, di ba?
Mhm.
They may point talaga yung mga Hebrews.
Pero nakita na nila yung
Yun,
power,
yung
yung plague, yung kung
Nakita
paano
na
sila
nila.
pinotektahan.
Oo.
Nakalimutan lang, parang si Pharaoh, nakalimutan din niya ba yung pinagdaanan nila? Tapos eto na naman. Ewan ko, nainis ako.
Napakitaas sa Yankee. Pakitaas.
Yankee? Okay.
Okay, thank you. But Moses said to the people, do not fear. stand by and see the salvation of the Lord, for he will perform you today. For the Egyptians, teka, pumapasok, whom you have seen today, you will never see them again. The Lord will fight for you while you keep silent. Then the Lord said to Moses, why are you crying out to me? Ito ang nagsasalita ang
Si God
Panginoon.
naman.
Tell the sons of Israel, guys,
move
to
on.
go forward. Okay. Hanggang dyan lang muna tayo, guys. Ha? When we are in very deep situations sa ating life, ito ang sabi ng Lord, you have to go forward. Gusto nyo bang bumalik ulit tayo sa Egypt? Who is that Egypt in our life? Gusto nyo bang ganon? Na once we are slave to sin, di ba? And then here we are, di ba? Kasama natin ng Panginoon, di ba? Ito, di ba? Minsan ganyan tayo, gusto nating, kala ko ba ang buhay Kristiyano maganda? Di ba? Bakit ganon? Parang dumadami ata yung problema natin. Di ba? You want to go forward or you want to go to Egypt? Yun lang choose you this day in whom you will serve. Di ba? Sabi ni Joshua, as for me and our house,
We will
we will serve the Lord. Di ba? So guys, do not go back to Egypt. Kahit anong mangyari. Ito ang sabi ng Panginoon, go forward. As for you, sabi niya, as for you, Moses, lift up your staff and reach out with your hand over the sea and divide it. Diba? Hatiin mo. And the sons of Israel shall go through the midst of the sea. What? On dry land. Okay, pakitaas. Yankee. 17. Hello, ikaw. 17.
And as for me, behold, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians so that they will go in after them, and I will be honored through Pharaoh and all his army, through his chariots and his horsemen. Then the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord, that I am honored through Pharaoh, through his chariots, and through his horsemen.
Then,
And
19.
then the angel of God who had been going before the camp of Israel moved and went behind them, and the pillar of cloud moved from before them and stood behind them.
Okay, paki-explain to. 19. Then the angel of God who has been going, sabihin yan yung clouds eh. Guys, yan yung clouds. Who has been going, dapat naandun sila, going before the camp of Israel, moved and went behind them. Ibig sabihin, hindi ba ang mga Hebrews, nasa likod nila yung Red Sea? So pumunta yung clouds dito sa behind them. Between the Egypt and the Hebrew. The Egyptian. The pillar of clouds moved from before them and stood behind them. Diba? So yung mga Hebrews, nakaharap sila sa sea, diba? Nakatalikod, and then nandun yung clouds. They were protected. So it came between the camp of Egypt and the camp of Israel. Diba? So dalawa na ngayon yan.
Naging dark.
Oo. And then besides that, nandun na yung clouds. And there was a cloud along with darkness. Diba? Yet it gave light at night. Therefore, the one did not approach the other all night. Guys, natandaan nyo ba yung plagues na 3 days of darkness? Yan yun. Yung darkness napunta sa Egyptian camp and yung light napunta saan?
Sa Goshen.
Napunta saan?
Ngayon,
dito sa mga Hebrews. Therefore, the one did not approach the other all night. So, hindi makapunta ngayon yung mga Egyptians
kasi
dito
madilim.
Sa camp kasi madilim. They were protected by that same clouds. Diba? 21. Then Moses reached out with his hand over the sea, and the Lord swept the sea back by the strong east wind. Guys, meron pang parang may explanation pa rito si Moses eh. inexplain niya na kung paano nangyari na divide because of the east
East
wind
wind that
all
turned
night.
and
Di ba?
turned it into dry land.
Itong nung sila ay paano dito sa Red Sea, ano to, gabi ba to o araw? Guys, gabi ba o araw? Ano to? Gabi ba o araw? Gabi yan, guys. Gabi.
All night eh.
Oo.
Strong east wind all night.
All night. And turned the sea into a dry land, and the water were divided. Oh, ito na. The parting of the Red Sea. Diba?
So the sons of Mark. Okay. So the sons of Israel went through the midst of the sea on the dry land, and the waters were like a wall to them on their right and on their left.
So parang wall, ano?
Wall of pag
Ibig
ganun eh.
sabihin,
Oo.
mataas, di ba? Okay.
Then the Egyptians took up the pursuit, and all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen went in after them into the midst of the sea.
Okay. Umabol pala sila.
Umabol sila.
But
At the morning watch,
ayan, tinan nyo guys.
the Lord,
Teka muna, nagtagal sila. Ito na, at the morning watch, ibig sabihin, kasi guys, yung end to end na ito, mga ano yan, mga 8 daw, mga 8 miles, height. So kung naglalakad yung mga Hebrews, syempre, di ba? Syempre, matagal yun, 8 miles yun eh. So inabot na sila ng morning watch, di ba? O, samantalang yung mga chariots, habang naka-hold sila of that darkness, di ba? Syempre, kung hindi, aabutan sila eh. Pero inantay muna silang makasampa doon sa kabila.
Kasi hindi ano yung sa sa ano yung Ten Commandments, hindi totoo yun yung pag cross nila ng dry land doon sa part of the Red Sea. Umano ka agad. Remember na in darkness sila. Hindi sila makaarangkada. So they really have to walk on dry land. Itong mga Israelites na to. Matagal. Hanggang inabutan sila ng morning para makarating sa kabila. At yun yung time na may chariots naman. So mabilis lang itong mga Egyptian army.
May ginawa si Lord by 24.
But at the morning watch, the Lord looked down on the army of the Egyptians. Through the pillar of fire and cloud, brought the army of the Egyptians into confusion.
Because
he caused their chariot wheels to swerve and made them drive with difficulty. So the Egyptians each said, "Let me flee from Israel, for the Lord is fighting for them against the Egyptian." Nito lang nila na-realize may protector itong mga Israelites na to.
So, ibig sabihin, yung mga humahabol, guys, then they realize na yung Lord na to is fighting for them against the Egyptians. Kasi nagkaroon ng confusion eh. Di ba? So, tinan nyo, yung wheels, di ba? Nahihirapan ng umikot. Samantalang sanay na sanay yung mga mga chariots na yan eh. Di ba? Tapos 26, then the Lord said to Moses, "Reach out with your hand over the sea, so that the waters may come back over the Egyptians, over their chariots and their horsemen." So Moses reached out his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to its normal state of daybreak. While the Egyptians were fleeing right into it, then the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. Guys, sa palagay nyo ba kasama si Pero dito? So ano nangyari, guys?
Di ba sa sine sumama siya?
Nalunod.
Nalunod lahat. Not
Nalunod
one. Di ba
lahat
sinabi
sila.
not one? Sa unang ano yun, di ba?
Yeah.
Nasa not one was saved.
The water returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen. Pharaoh's entire army that had gone into the sea after them, not even one of them remained. Kahit isa. Di ba? So, wala nang nakabalik. Di ba? According to the history, guys, Pagkatapos nitong pangyayari ito, the Egypt has never been the same. Hindi na sila nakarecover. Nakarecover lang sila after 300 years. Tsaka pa lang sila nakarecover. Pero after that, kinonquer na sila ng iba. Assyrians, di ba? Kinonquer na sila ng mga ibang ano.
Babylonians.
Wala na, hindi na sila nakarecover. Kasi tinan nyo naman ang iniwan, doon pa lang sa 9 plagues, di ba? Halos lugmok na yung kanilang economy. And then, wala pang magtatrabaho. And wala pang army. Di ba? How can you recover from that? Di ba? Talagang ipinakilala
Ni
ni
God.
God kung who He is in our life. Di ba? So di ba, how God protected the Israel. Parang guys, maintindihan natin yung nangyayari ngayon, yung current events ngayon between the Israelites and the Palestine. Ano lang yan, ibig sabihin nito, na ano ko nga nung minsan pinag-usapan namin ni Louie, doon ko na-realize, ang dami palang galit talaga sa Israel. Di ba? Sa abroad, sa Turkey, yung mga nag-aaral doon sa Harvard, di ba?
Sa New York nga, nag-protest pa sila
di ba?
against Israel.
Ang dami pala talagang galit sa sa Jew. Di ba? So, napaka-small country, and yet, di ba? Sila yung nasa center ngayon. Center ngayon ng news.
Kaya lang, kasi makikita mo rin how Satan is working against the Jews.
Yeah.
Against Israel.
It is evil, good and evil, di ba? Okay, tuloy na natin. So the Lord saved Israel that day from the hand of Egyptian, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead on the seashore. When Israel saw the great power which the Lord had used against the Egyptian, now the people feared the Lord, and they believed in the Lord and his servant Moses. Di ba? So,
hindi lang sila basta sumama, di ba?
Yeah. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga
natakot sa plague, pero ito naniwala na sila.
2 million yan, guys. Hindi biro-biro yan. Di ba? 2 million people ang kasama ni Moses during that time na sinave yan. Hindi lahat yan mga Hebrew. Meron din ibang mga kasama mga foreigner yan. Di ba? Merong chapter na sinabi yan nung umalis sila. Hindi lang mga puro Hebrew yan. Marami pa rin sumama. Like kung meron din mga Egyptians na sumama yan Di ba? So yung pag ano ng Lord na dun sana sa easy route, 'di ba? Dun papunta sa Philistine, 'di ba? O tapos dun sa Gaza, Canaan, malapit na within 2 or 3 weeks nandun na sila. Actually, may purpose pala si Lord kung bakit dito dadaan sa harder route. Mas mahirap na route.
Kasi he has to deliver the last blow to the Egyptians.
And besides, guys, ganyan tayo. Pag tayo nasa in a very difficult situation, anong iniisip natin? The easy route.
The easy way.
The easy way out. Diba? Pero hindi ganun si God.
Ayaw natin kasi ng trials. Gusto natin yung walang trial. Ano yun? The
Oh.
narrow way?
Yeah.
The wide and narrow way.
So gusto natin palagi yung the easy. Pero God has a purpose Diba? Kasi alam niya itong mga Egyptians na ito is really bago pa lang talaga sa faith nila. Kailangan niyang ipakilala ng husto. Kasi no way wala pang Bible nun Diba guys? Wala pang Bible There is no way para magpakilala ang Panginoon sa kanyang nation of Israel. What? Through miracles. Ibang klase itong miracle na ito. The parting of the Red Sea. Very famous ito. Diba? Besides dyan sa yung Passover and then Noah's Ark, 'di ba? Ito kakaiba ito, 'di ba? Kasi
Pwede ba yan?
mahirap gawin actually. It's really a miracle, di ba? So kaya naniwala ang mga Hebrews sa kanya. Pero pagdating na natin sa mga chapter na ito ng ating pag-aaralan, and there it goes again. Sandali lang napunta si si Moses doon sa tawag nito
Mount Sinai.
sa Mount Sinai para kunin yung Ten
Yung
Commandments,
tablet kasi may sakit.
tablets, di ba? Pagbaba niya, ito na naman. Di ba? Here we go again. Di ba? So, yan. Yan na yung 13 and 14, guys. If you have seen the movie,
Sorry.
The Ten Commandments, yeah,
It's of fire.
at least you will know the central theme of the Ten nangyari talaga. Pero kita niyo yung guys, yung how God protected us, 'di ba? Kung paano niya tayo i-protect, 'di ba? Hindi lang natin nakikita, 'di ba? God can see what yung
The bigger
mas
picture.
malawak, the bigger picture. So we don't have to
Worry.
grumble. Hindi lang we don't have to grumble what's happening. Marami tayong ganung question, di ba? What's happening? Nothing is moving in our life. Bakit ganun pa rin? May sakit pa rin ako. Di ba? How come ganon? Di ba? And then we cannot question that. Kasi He is all-knowing and He has a plan for us. Diba? Ito plan na ni God itong itong parting of Red Sea, diba? Sinabi na yan kay sinabi na yan kay Moses. Kaya nga si Moses sobrang na siya nung sinabi ni God na get your staff. Diba? Palagay niyo ba alam ni Moses na yung
staff pa rin ang
yung madidivide. Di ba?
Pero yun ang ginamit sa lahat ng plagues, di ba?
Diba?
So alam niya na pwedeng yun din ang gamitin ni God, di ba? Pwede niya i-part ng
Teka, kasi Moses, na siya? Sabihin, nag-mature na siya. Di ba? Nag-mature na talaga siya. Di ba? So, relax siya, di ba? Pero palagay ko lang guys sa akin lang, palagay ko hindi niya alam na yung the Red Sea will part.
Kasi miracles na yun.
Doon lang right at that moment na sinabi niya, get your stuff. Sabi kay Moses, ano ba ginagawa mo dyan? Get your stuff. Diba? Very very historical. Diba? Sabi ng iba, parang hindi daw nangyari ito.
Diba? Sabi na, game changer daw ito. Itong nangyari sa Red Sea.
Yung mga hindi naniniwala dito, sabi niya, mababaw lang daw yung Red Sea.
Ang daming dyan, ang daming mga haka-haka.
So that's it, guys.
Meron kayong question?
Parting of the Red Sea.
Ay, picture taking muna tayo. Beth, parang witness ka? Totoo ba?
Ang dilim ate, nasa car pa ako.
Sige, picture tayo. Joey, picture lang tayo. Hi, Rick! Joey! Joey! Okay. 1, 2. Oh, Mike, tumingin ka naman.
Yep.
Okay, 1, 2. Okay, thank you.
Yun. Sa akin, ang nakuha ko rito is, yun nga, yung mga tao dong Hebrews, nung talagang wala na silang, nandun na yung kalaban, di ba? You will sympathize naman din sa kanila. Talagang, wala ka nang pupuntahan, and then although nakita mo yung nangyari mga pledges na gano'n, pero pag naandito ka sa another situation, 'di ba guys? Parang this is another situation eh. 'Di ba? Parang tayo, okay, we were delivered by the Lord on this, okay, okay. Pero pag nagbago yung sitwasyon, 'di ba? And then here we go again, 'di ba? We parang we grumble, we parang nawala na uli yung faith mo, nawala na yung tiwala mo, na nakalimutan mo na 2, 3 years or 5 years ago, the Lord has 'di ba? Sinave ka ng Lord na ganito. And then this is a very difficult situation. Ayan, ganun yung nangyayari sa atin.
Parang yung
Oh,
dead
parang
end. Nasa
parang
dead end na
na
tayo. Anong gagawin natin?
Anong gagawin natin?
Naalala ko yung song. Naalala niyo yung song na yung Egyptian devil. Between the devil and the deep blue sea. Parang gano'n, di ba? Anong mangyayari? Kasi minsan talagang palaging andun tayo sa sitwasyon na yun na anong gagawin ko, Lord? Anong gagawin ko? Magpapakalunod na lang ba ako o magpapakamatay ako sa mga Egyptians? Parang ganun din tayo minsan eh.
Yung sitwasyon nagbago kasi. Ibang ibang struggle sa buhay naman natin, di ba? Di ba? So sometimes we want to give up and we want to go back to balik na lang ako tayo sa
Egyptians. Oo.
Balik na tayo sa ating Egypt life. Di ba? Mas ibig sabihin, although we are slaves, pero kumakain pa rin tayo. Di ba? Yung mga ganon, di ba?
Pero kasi Mike, kung inano ka na ni Lord sa ang dami mong naranasan na mga miracles, yung miracle na kahit di ka marunong lumoy, palalanguyin ka ng Panginoon siguro. Pero hindi naman natin akalain na talagang magpa-part ang Red Sea, no? Iba talaga si God. Talagang wonders of wonders talaga itong Red Sea na to eh. Parting of the Red Sea eh.
Basta guys, move forward. Yan yung naano ko, nung inaaral ko yan, sabi ko, parang gusto ko nang give up. Move forward. Diba? Huwag kayong titigil. Guys, alam ko, some of you, I know your life. Diba? Na yung sabihin, muntik na lahat tayo na give up, pero you have moved forward. Diba? Pag may dumating mang uli, move forward. There's no way to go back. Diba?
And always trust God because He will always make a way for us. Akala natin walang pag-asa, kay God meron.
Okay, kayo naman guys. What did you learn? Ay, Yangi, thank you very much sa sharing.
For sa screen share. Hindi ko alam kung paano talaga gagawin ko kanina.
Yangi, ikaw, anong mo natutunan?
Parang talagang sa akin dito, God manifested His power. No? To really, yung lahat ng utos niya talagang dapat sundin. Kasi yung obedience is very important dahil parang kontrolado niya lahat eh. Yung mga nangyayari doon sa yun ang aking realization dyan. Kasi He made it in a way that makakatawid sila, di ba? Makakarating sila, parang ganun. Yun ang aking parang nothing is impossible with Him eh. Kasi we need to really we need to trust and obey Him. Oo, kasi dito pinakita talaga niya yung kanyang power. Noong pa before this mga plagues pa na nangyari, mga